All right, let's keep this thing going. And our third installment, okay? And so third installment with everything looking the same, right? We want to keep everything in the presentation the same, and we want to have complementary aspects to it, okay? So we're going to keep the curl on the backside so the details stay what the details are on the backside, okay? Now the front side, we're going to go Y under pop. Okay, so we've gone spout to the front side. We've gone Y otter with the pivot to the right side. Now we're going to go Y under pop. Okay, so here's how I like to do it. All right, so you can just kind of visualize this. Okay, with spout. Actually, let me just erase it for you here, and we'll just draw it up. So we've got spout. Okay. So remember, spout is this, okay? So we're attacking 3 different areas underneath. Okay, that's where it starts, okay? So we're attacking those 2 linebackers. That's how we've got it set up to initially, okay? Then we come back with otter, okay? And we do this, and then we add the pivot. So now we're attacking 3 different areas, but we're going outside now, right? So we've got our base, which is the 3 underneath zones. Then we come back and we go 3 guys going outside where we can overload you to the outside, all right? To me, I always like to have kind of 3 complementary plays. The base play, something that's going to attack it a little differently outside, something that's going to attack it a little differently inside. So this is the inside portion of this. Same presentation to the defense, going to look exactly the same. Now we're going to run Y under, okay? And I put the pop on here, so I'm going to have the F do the exact same thing, okay? So it's looking exactly the same, whether he's running the pop or the pivot, running at the inside number of the Mike linebacker. Mike overruns it. We've obviously got a throw there, but we're really trying to get the Mike to condense with us and cover us inside, okay? Y under. We're going to do the same release. We're going to get to the same spot. We're going to push up 12 yards so it looks just like otter. And now we're going to break to the inside. Okay, so it's 12 yards, but it looks exactly the same. Could be the spout where he runs the hook. Could be the otter where he runs the corner. Now we're going to run the 12-yard in route. Then the Z, we're going to start as if we're running the out. Once again, we've run the out on the last 2. We're going to start with that burst release, chase my alignment release, and then we're going to stay under control. We're going to push up to 5 yards, and then we're going to run the under here. All right, so now, just like on otter, we had all 3 guys going and working back to the outside. On under, we've got everybody working to the inside. All right, so we're trying to keep you off balance. Sam, do you want to run outside to try to take away what's going on outside? Oh, shoot. Now we've got the ability to go back inside. We have the ability to attack you on your level, or we have the ability to high-low you with something over the top. All right, so that's the under. Everything from a detail standpoint starts exactly the same. Why? There's nothing different. We want to get to our landmark, 2 yards outside the hash. We want to push hard vertical. He's already possibly seen the corner route where we want to push hard vertical so we can get this guy to think we're going to go down the seam. Okay, we're going to take off and we're going to push him vertical so we can cross his face to make sure we beat him if he's in kind of a quarters look there. But we got to push that vertical. The Z on the outside, under control. We got to chase our alignment. We got to stay wide because this doesn't become a true high-low where we want the Z to be in the same spot as the Y, so it's a true high-low. We want the Z to be outside of the Y. Okay, so you got to get your width. You got to have timing. You don't need to run this 300 miles an hour because if we're going to hit the Z, we want to hit the Z out here. We want to hit him outside of the SAM. So if the SAM carries, right, or holds inside, we're going to come back and bang, hit that under right now in that particular window before it gets to the SAM. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to force the SAM to have to get width. Okay, if we're going to throw this quick and he doesn't get width, we're going to complete that right on the break in between the hash and the numbers, and complete it. So now this guy's got to fly outside. Oh, I got to take away the out. Oh, I got to take away the under. They hit it last time. Now we get him to play with width. Once we get him to play with width, now we have the in back behind it, and we're just messing with this guy, right? Everything else has been to the outside. You better go take it away. You're responsible for the flat. Oh, now go take away the flat. Now we're going to hit you back behind on the under there, all right? So that's how this thing is designed. Looks exactly the same as the last two to the front side. Now we've got complementary plays. Now I got a package of 3 plays. You want to take away the inside? Got something to go outside. You want to take away something behind you? I've got something to attack the 3 levels underneath you. Oh, you want to attack and take away the outside? Now we can attack and beat you to the inside. All right, so the backside aspect of this, anytime there's a corner off, there's that one defender underneath, we've got it. Okay, we can work backside. They want to drop the safety down to the backside and play cover 3. Now, we've still got them overloaded to the strong side. Now, I like to read this inside out when I'm putting a pop on it. So I'm going to come back and just peek the Mike linebacker. If the Mike linebacker pushes up and through, I'm just going to take the F right now. But what I'm really trying to do is make sure he captures this pop. Once he captures the pop, the read simply becomes an inside out, high-low, however you want to term this, off of the Sam linebacker. I'm thinking under first. Okay, so it's quick pop, see it. Once that Mike holds, I'm right out there to the under. This guy takes it away. I'm recovering to the deeper play. Should be good timing-wise from there. Mike linebacker pushes through. We just take the pop right now, and it's easy. All right, if they want to push that third guy down to the front side, again, it gives them the ability to have 3 against 3. Now we're just going to work backside, and we'll just work the wheel linebacker over there. Okay, we get a quarters look. Safety back here, quarters look. You can take your pick. All right, we can work backside because we've only got one guy underneath. We can read that inside out, curl flat off of that wheel linebacker, or we can read it to the front side. Okay, one of the beautiful things about quarters is this guy is sitting in a position usually at 12 yards or so. He's going to be inside this bunch a little bit, and that's where the vertical push becomes so important, because vertical push, now we get a vertical push. We're only a few yards from this safety. We get a vertical push, and we push him to 14, 15 yards. We break down. I feel like because of the relationship between the Y and the safety, we can flatten this and get across his face, and that's what makes this viable against quarters, where we can simply read it like I said. Mike linebacker to the Sam linebacker. Inside out with that pop that's going there. All right? And then if we get cover 2, same thing, right? We don't like it backside against cover 2 because they've got the corner sitting there, the wheel over here. But against cover 2, we've still got our relationship. Corner's going to be outside, so we still have 3-on-2 reading it inside out on this particular play. All right? So that's the under pop combination, how we would read it. There's a couple different elements that you can add to. All right? So I put the pop on here. There's also the ability to do what I call, and the way that I initially run this is with an influence post. So it's a seam inside, and then we're going to influence the nearest safety or go vertical right here. All right, so that influence is for this kind of quarters look, right? We're going to hold the mic inside with the seam release so it looks like all the other ones. Then we're going to jump over the top of him. And the reason we're doing that is if we ever feel like this strong safety is squeezing this and playing downhill to take away that in route. So we don't like it quite as much, because then they've got 1, they've got 2, and they've got 3 to take care of that with the pop. If that ever becomes an issue, we're going to have a play to be able to attack it. So now I'm going to hold the Mike linebacker, jump over the top of him. Now the safety is in trouble. Now the safety better chase this guy down the middle, better get depth because we're coming at him with depth, and now it gives us this inside out off the Sam linebacker if we're going to do that, okay? So that's the other version that we can add to this particular play, and just to kind of show you what this looks like. Let's say they drop this safety down. Let's put him weak side. Okay, they drop him down weak side, and we run we got a middle close defense and we're running the influence. Okay, we got a middle close with the influence. We no longer have the 3-on-2 underneath to this side because we don't have the pop. But what we get is this influence post. So we're influencing the nearest safety to that side. So it's seam inside, push vertical. If the middle is open, okay, this is all in QBConfidential, so sometimes I feel like, I've already talked about this. But if the middle's open, we never cross the middle of the field if we're the F. Seam inside, we push vertical, and we stay on our side of the ball so we can influence the safety to our side of the ball. We never want to cross over and take ourselves into the backside safety. But if they drop to a middle close defense, now we're attacking or we're influencing the nearest safety. No safety on my side of the field, so I'm going to influence the free safety. I'm going to seam inside, and then I'm going to attack his inside number to influence him. Okay, just like I would a quarter safety, right? If the quarter safety's here, I'm going to seam inside, I'm going to attack his inside number. Same thing when it goes middle close, but now I can cross the middle of the field because there's not a backside safety. So I can cross the middle of the field. Why can this be vital? Okay, we already said we really don't have the advantage front side because we're not holding the mic with the pop. So now what can I do? Well, I can read this strong safety backside. Sorry, move this guy back. Read the strong safety on the backside. He takes the flat. I'm going to go take the curl here. But then if the will pushes through to the curl, what can I do? I can replace him with the influence post that should be crossing that safety space and going to that backside kind of seam area of the field. So if they've got two over there and I've got an influence, I can use the influence as my third aspect of this to overload them on the backside. All right. Cover two still should have the options we want to the front side, shot down the middle to the high-low off of the Sam linebacker over to that side. And again, all of these are designed to hold the Mike linebacker with the F. He's seen a pop a couple times. He's been hit. That we've hit the pop a couple times. Now we attack him the same way. He plants his feet. He shouldn't be involved in the timing of our in-under combination because we want to hit that in just inside the hash. We don't want to let him get over the ball and allow the mic to be involved anyways. But that's the next aspect to this particular play is, okay, we've got the spout, we've got the otter, and now we've got the under with the pop or the influence to stay in the same family. All three complementary plays, all three present the same thing to the defense. And now we're attacking them a different way to be able to use their movement, what they did on the last play, to attack them with the next play, all looking exactly the same. So the defense has no idea what we're doing. And these are packages that you can carry from week to week to week because they're good against all the different coverages, but they look so similar in presentation, but we do different things. So depending on what we're seeing defensively, hey, we used spout last week. I'm going to come back and run under this week because this team's probably going to push through. They like to move their linebackers, or just the fact that they saw last week's tape. We're going to come back and give them the same look. They're going to think they know what we're doing. Bang, we're hitting them with something completely different.